I kept it a secret from everyone that I dated my sister 13 years older than me for 5 years. Just as we were preparing on Lantern Festival Day to confess our relationship to our families, my sister, who was 13 years older, leaned into my ear and said half-jokingly, "I'm done playing with you? Why don't you marry someone else instead?" I thought that after hearing these words, I would make a scene and refuse, but unexpectedly, I nodded with a calm face and said, "Okay." Then I opened a bottle of red wine to celebrate that she successfully got rid of a nuisance like me, only because in my past life, I successfully persuaded my family to marry Sue Wanning. But after marriage, she was extremely cold to me, not only refusing my intimacy every night, but even when I was hemorrhaging from a car accident, she was angry and ignored me. It wasn't until later that I found out. She had a white moonlight she had loved for 18 years. Marrying me was only to deal with her family's arranged marriage. At that moment, I finally understood. Love obtained through begging is destined to fade away. So having lived a second life, I decided to let her go completely. At this time, I smiled and responded to Sue Wanning. "I'm also tired of playing? Let's break up." Sue Wanning was stunned, thinking she had misheard. "GUU? Do you know what I just said?" The calm smile remained on my face. "I know. Didn't you tell me to find someone else?" In my past life, whenever Sue Wanning said anything that made me unhappy, I would be like a clingy little puppy, grabbing her arm and shaking it frantically until she admitted she was wrong. But this time, I chose to fulfill her wish and let myself go. Sue Wanning frowned. Before she could speak, the sound of breaking glass came from the next table. Immediately after, a figure disappeared out the door, crying. Hearing the commotion, people at the nearby tables looked over one after another. My sister, Ji Ching, poked Sue Wanning with her finger. "Isn't that person who broke the glass your ex? Why did you call him here today? It's not good to break things during the new year. It wouldn't be because of you, would it?" Sue Wanning's beautiful eyebrows furrowed deeper. She stood up and strode toward the door. Soon the crying outside gradually diminished and then turned into lover-like whispers. The dishes were served one after another. I indifferently ate the food in my bowl. If it were before, for every dish served, I would pick some for Sue Wanning and place it in her small bowl. This was a habit since I met her. She had many work calls and often went out to answer the phone mid-meal. Every time she saw me being so attentive to Sue Wanning, my sister was always jealous. "My goodness, you're serving Sue Wanning again? You're not even that diligent with your own sister. I can tell now. You wouldn't happen to have fallen for Sue Wanning, right?" Several times I almost let the truth slip out, but every time, Sue Wanning would skillfully distance herself from me, rubbing my head like she would a younger brother, smiling and saying I was her little brother. I would always subconsciously understand her intention. She meant she didn't want to make our relationship public. For 5 whole years, she never posted anything about me on her social feed. Even posts visible only to me were never made. She didn't seem to want to leave any traces of the love we once shared, but precisely because I loved her so much, I was willing to hide behind the sunlight time and time again. Seeing me eating silently, my sister joked, "Why don't you go see your sister Wanning? Careful, or she might run off with another guy later." My hand picking up food paused. What does her running off with someone have to do with me? As a younger brother, there's no need for me to disturb them, right? Hearing this, my sister looked at me seriously, seemingly trying to see something in my face. At this time, Sue Wanning and Song Chen returned. Song Chen's eyes were red, looking like he had just cried. Sue Wanning held his hand, comforting him from time to time. My sister clapped her hands upon seeing this. "Wanning, Song Chen, are you two back together?" As soon as she finished, Sue Wanning AB abruptly looked up at me. A hint of panic flashed in her eyes. "What nonsense. We are old classmates of many years. What's wrong with showing some care?" My sister shamelessly leaned in. "Am still your old seatmate? Can you care about me too?" Sue Wanning laughed and pushed her away. Seeing Song Chen acting like a delicate bird, I pulled my sister away. "Big sister, don't disturb second sister and brother Song Chen's time alone. Let's hurry back and eat." Saying this, I looked at Sue Wanning with a beaming smile. "Right? Second sister?" Hearing this title, Sue Wanning was stunned for a moment. She looked at me with an unreadable expression, but ultimately said nothing more, and strode away with Song Chen. As soon as they left the table, people around began to gossip. "I told you, a white moonlight has strong destructive power. Looking at their interaction tonight, they're 80 likely to get back together." Exactly. Back then, Song Chen needed a kidney transplant due to renal failure. Sue Wanning gave him her kidney without a second thought. Before she even recovered, she ran to the ward to take care of him. She gave half her life to him. Now that Song Chen is back in the country, the two probably won't be separated again, right? Hearing these words, my heart ached so much I could hardly breathe. It turned out their fates had long been closely linked, only I was like a fool, maintaining a relationship with her that couldn't see the light. In the past life after Sue Wanning and I married, our relationship underwent a massive change. Not only did we sleep in separate rooms, but even our eating utensils had to be separated. It wasn't until her parents pushed for children that she reluctantly held me to complete the task. That night, she asked to turn off the lights, eyes closed the whole time, as if she were suffering a great humiliation. Consequently, the next day, she went to stay at Song Chun's house overnight, not returning all night. Another winter year, I caught influenza A. Lying in bed, limp and powerless, I wanted her to take me to the hospital. She refused impatiently, using overtime as an excuse, but then turned around to accompany Song Chen to a watch shop. The clerk praised them as a loving couple. When I was in a car accident lying on the road, bleeding everywhere, I called her in pain. She replied irritably, "Isn't it just a car accident? It's not like you'll die. What are you shouting for? Call the ambulance yourself. The hospital is very busy. Hang up if there's nothing important." By the time I dialed again, the phone was shown as powered off. That night, lying on the hospital bed, I saw Song Chen post 8 social updates in a row. All were photos of Sue Wanning with him at Disney for his birthday. In every 9-grid photo set, the center was Sue Wanning and Song Chen kissing. At this moment, I lost all will to survive. Eventually, I died from excessive blood loss. Even so, Sue Wanning still thought I was acting at the birthday banquet. Without Sue Wanning, the main protagonist, everyone just did their own thing. I had no interest and left after eating. In the past, Sue Wanning would message me every 3 minutes. Tonight was exceptionally quiet. Firecrackers celebrating the new year sounded outside, but I felt no joy for the new year. At 1 a.m., a burst of fireworks lit up the window. Sue Wanning, who rarely posted, suddenly updated. In the photo, Song Chen was sleeping soundly on her shoulder. The caption had only one word, just 1 minute after she posted. The comment section began to fill up frantically, wishing 99 years of happy marriage, countless comments of a lifetime of togetherness. I casually gave it a like, but when I refreshed, that post had already disappeared. The next second, Song Chen sent me a message. "Sister Wanning sent me home." I accidentally fell asleep on her shoulder. It's too late. I didn't feel safe letting her go back alone, so I let her stay at my house for the night. "You won't mind, will you?" I replied with a faint, "Emmett." Anyway, from now on, who Sue Wanning is with, or what she does, has nothing to do with me. Just as I was about to sleep, Sue Wanning also sent me a message. "Song Chen just returned to the country recently. He didn't buy much clothes for the new year. Don't you have a few new ones? Lend them to him to wear tomorrow first. The mall is closed. He didn't have time to buy any." Seeing this message, my already gloomy mood instantly plummeted to the bottom. I just felt that in my past life I was blind. To have fallen for her. The new clothes I bought myself hadn't even been worn, yet she wanted me to give them to her most beloved person. What does she take me for? I stubbornly didn't reply and directly turned off the phone. Unexpectedly, early the next morning, Sue Wanning brought Song Chen to my house. At 10 a.m., Sue Wanning rang the doorbell. My sister ran to open the door. Seeing Sue Wanning and Song Chen carrying a lot of gifts, standing outside the door, aside from me, the whole family welcomed them happily. Sue Wanning lost her parents when she was young, raised by her grandmother. She was our neighbor. My parents had long treated her as a daughter. After Sue Wanning entered, she took a deep look at me. My mom said to Song Chen with a smile, "You must be Wanning's boyfriend, right? Haven't seen you in years. You've grown much more handsome." Song Chen was all smiles. "Thank you, Auntie. Haven't seen you in years." Auntie is as youthful as ever. Song Chen really knew how to talk. A few words made my parents beam from ear to ear. At this time, my mom urged, Why are you lingering in the room? Come quickly to welcome your sister Wanning and brother Song Chen." I obediently poured tea for Sue Wanning and Song Chen. "Second sister, brother Song Chen, Happy New Year." Sue Wanning's expression looking at me was very strange. Just as I went to the bathroom, she suddenly sent me a message. "What are you being spiteful about?" I directly read it but didn't reply. During lunch, a small episode occurred among us regarding seating. I sat in my usual dining spot. Sue Wanning sat down next to me without a word. That was my sister's seat. My sister watched her seat being occupied, then looked at the empty seat next to Song Chen. "My goodness, why are you stealing my seat? Hurry up and sit next to your boyfriend." Saying this, she pulled Sue Wanning up. After the little playful fuss, Sue Wanning ended up sitting opposite me. She looked at me with deep eyes. I looked away and started eating silently. Midway through the meal, she went to answer the phone again. Looking at the empty small bowl in front of her, I swallowed a mouthful of food and finally chose to ignore it. When she returned, She specifically looked at the small bowl, then looked at me. My sister noticed and quickly explained, "It's just family eating. No one is competing with you. So don't make it hard for GUU." At that moment, my mom looked at Sue Wanning, then at me, with an ambiguous gaze. GUU. Your sister Wanning brought a boyfriend home this year. When do you plan to bring a girlfriend home for us to see? Sue Wanning opened her mouth, seeming like she wanted to say something. I beat her to it and spoke up. If mom, dad, and big sister have introductions, please recommend some to me. In the past, facing this question, I would always flatly refuse. Seeing me change my tune this time, my sister was instantly moved to tears. Little you, you've finally come to your senses. As long as you want to find one, I'll arrange a meeting with beauties for you right after dinner, I said, okay with a laugh. Amidst the group laughter, Sue Wanning suddenly interrupted us. Auntie, stop joking. Song Chen is just my old classmate. My mom was stunned. Song Chen's smiling face also instantly froze. My sister added, for fear of not enough chaos. So, are you still single? Then how about introducing you to GUU? Hearing this sentence, my already panicked heart tightened to the limit. Sue Wanning pushed my sister. Don't play around. GUU is my brother. I took a deep breath and used all my strength to force a natural smile. Exactly, sister. Don't talk nonsense. Sue Wanning is my second sister. After eating, Sue Wanning left with Song Chen. For the next few days, we didn't contact each other again. I ate and drank as usual and actively participated in classmate reunions. On the night of the 5th day of the new year, my sister had a classmate reunion. Seeing I had no plans, she insisted on pull. I had already gone to bed, refusing to go no matter what. But she said, tonight is a crucial moment in your second sister's life. As a younger brother, you must witness it. It wasn't until reaching the gathering scene that I found out. Song Chen planned to use tonight's gathering to propose getting back together with Sue Wanning. According to what they said, after Song Chen returned to the country, the feelings between the two heated up visibly and rapidly. The chance of them getting back together was high. A classmate who works in a jewelry shop said, the day before yesterday, Sue Wanning went to their shop to pick a ring. It was 90 likely prepared for Song Chen. I basically knew my sister's classmates. Seeing me arrive, many people greeted me, joking that I should pick a single lady present. I laughed and hung out with them. Sue Wanning, not far away, watched silently, without saying anything. Before dinner began, Song Chen called me out privately. GUU, I know Wanning is very good to you. She's willing to listen to whatever you say. So when I confess later, please say a few good words for me on the side. Okay. That way our chance of successfully reuniting will be even higher. Song Chen seemed gentle and calm on the surface, but in reality his heart was full of bad intentions. He knew I liked Sue Wanning, but because she refused to go public, I could only keep my mouth shut in grievance. He just wanted to exploit my weakness of loving Sue Wanning to torture me to death. But what Song Chen didn't know was, after experiencing the past life, I had already given up on Sue Wanning, so I showed a smile even brighter than his. Sure, don't worry. I will definitely give you guys a good assist. Song Chen curled his lip and went back to the private room. At the dinner table, Sue Wanning went crazy for some reason and started serving me food frantically, just like I used to serve her food in the past. Just as the waiter served a new clay pot chicken, she picked a piece of chicken to put in my bowl. I reached out to block the bowl and smiled. Second sister, I've grown up. I can do it myself. You should give it to brother Song Chen. That piece of chicken just stayed awkwardly in midair. Seeing this, Song Chen picked up his bowl and reached out. Sister Wanning, maybe someone GUU likes is actually here. So you shouldn't worry blindly. While talking, the classmates present suddenly stood up one by one to toast Song Chen, welcoming him back to the country. Song Chen had just picked up his glass, but it was snatched away by Sue Wanning. Song Chen gets drunk the moment he touches alcohol. He'll drink this glass for him. After saying that, Sue Wanning raised the glass and drank it all in one go. Everyone clapped and cheered. Seeing Sue Wanning drink glass after glass, her face began to be stained with a red flush. Only then did Song Chen reach out to stop her. Wanning, you don't need to drink so much for me. It was hard to tell if Sue Wanning was drunk. She looked at Song Chen with a gentle expression. It's fine. You can't drink. They are clearly bullying you. Because of this sentence, there was an uproar all around. I knew the most crucial moment of Sue Wanning's life was arriving. Song Chen's face was crimson. Wanning, for so many years, I still can't forget you. Can we get back together? Everyone started egging them on. Say yes, say yes. Sue Wanning paused, seemingly not expecting the plot to develop in this direction. The atmosphere was built up just right. The male lead bravely spoke of love. only waiting for the female lead's nod of confirmation. A high-profile romance. A peerless couple was about to be born. Looking at the two under the spotlight, I also followed along, clapping and shouting. A man as devoted and handsome as Brother Song Chen is truly a rare breed. Second sister, why don't you nod and say yes? Su Wanning looked at me with a face full of shock. Guu, what kind of madness are you acting out today? Forget about others egging us on. But you, as my boyfriend, why are you joining in the egging on? As soon as those words fell, everyone present fell silent. My sister was the first to react, looking at Su Wanning in shock, then looking back at me. Guu, what did she call you, boyfriend? I smiled slightly and explained, sister, can't you see second sister is drunk? She's just joking around. Su Wanning seemed very unhappy. She pushed Song Chen aside and walked toward me. I had just taken a step back, when behind Su Wanning, the sound of a wineglass smashing was heard. When she turned back to look, Song Chen's calf had already been sliced open by a glass shard. Seeing this, Su Wanning couldn't care about anything else, and immediately rushed over to help Song Chen up. Looking at his wound, Su Wanning's brows furrowed in distress. Song Chen first glanced at me, then looked at Su Wanning pitifully. Wanning, so many people are watching. Hurry and let go of me, otherwise people will misunderstand our relationship. Brother Ju, you looks like Hayes in a bad mood. Aren't you going to check on him? His voice wasn't loud or quiet, just enough to drift into my ears. He said that on purpose, with the aim of baiting Su Wanning into clarifying their relationship in front of everyone, but unexpectedly, Su Wanning kept a stern face and ultimately said nothing at all. She only gave me a quick glance, then said to Song Chen, don't mind him. I'll take you to the hospital first. Saying that, she supported Song Chen and walked out of the room. As soon as they left, my sister couldn't wait to lean in and gossip. That girl Su Wanning can hold her liquor perfectly. Tell me, what exactly is the situation between you two? I shook my head. There is no situation at all. Maybe Brother Song Chen was too sudden, making it a bit hard for her to react. My sister wanted to ask more, but I brushed it off and fooled her. As soon as we finished eating, I made an excuse and left. After the gathering, I walked alone on the street. The streets were full of couples, in groups of 3 or 5. They all had smiles on their faces, gathered in groups by the roadside setting off fireworks. As I almost reached the bottom of my building, I saw Su Wanning. I quickened my pace to run through the gate, but she beat me to it and blocked me. I sidestepped to avoid her, but was forcibly pulled into her embrace. If I hadn't experienced the past life, maybe I would have coveted this warm hug, but having lived again, I coldly pushed her away. Second sister, this is below my building. What if my parents see and misunderstand? Su Wanning froze, and the hand she reached out to me ultimately retracted. What's wrong with you today? Why did you join that group and egging us on? I shrugged indifferently. Was it not? Right? Song Chen is still thinking of you, and you almost lost your life to save him back then. I think you two are quite a good match. It's normal to get back together. I told the truth. But Su Wanning heard it as another meaning. She rarely showed a trace of a smile. And what about you? Have you forgotten your identity? Who was it before that? Said, if I got too close to any man, a certain someone would. I suddenly waved my hand to interrupt her. Su Wanning, we have already broken up. Su Wanning was stunned again. After confirming I wasn't joking, she finally panicked. Who said we broke up? I don't allow it. Don't allow what? Before I could speak, my sister's loud voice came from behind. I turned around and explained with a smile. Second sister wants to give Brother Song Chen a watch. She came specifically to ask me, what styles boys usually like? She said, if I didn't answer seriously, she wouldn't allow me to go home. Hearing this, Su Wanning's face instantly became ugly. She grabbed my arm. Just as she wanted to say something, she was cut off by my sister. Since it's for Song Chen, then go ask him yourself. Why, ask my Zhao. You? Or is it that you want to give a watch to Zhao Yu? Hearing the last sentence, Su Wanning's face turned red. I pried Su Wanning's fingers, one by one, off my arm. Since you've decided to reunite with Brother Song Chen, second sister, shouldn't you hurry and find him? His leg is injured. He needs someone to take care of him. Hearing this, Su Wanning immediately raised her voice. Guu, do you want to listen to what you're saying? Who said I was going to reunite with him? Seeing Su Wanning shouting at me, my sister also lost her temper. Su Wanning? What's wrong with you? Thur, you get back together is between you and Song Chen. Why take your anger out on Guu? I saw Su Wanning was about to flare up again, and pushed my sister. Sister, it's too cold. Let's hurry back. Just as I got home, before I even had time to take off my shoes, Su Wanning called. I hung up several times, and she called back several times persistently. Finally, she sent me a message. What time do you sleep? Ill, come over to find you later. I have many things I want to say to you. Can we talk? I didn't want to be entangled with her anymore, and chose to turn off the phone directly. Just as I finished showering and was about to sleep, my bedroom door was knocked on by my sister. Goo, you, someone is looking for you. Come out quickly. I pulled over the quilt, covered my head, and went to sleep. Whatever it is, we'll talk tomorrow. It's Song Chen looking for you. I snapped my eyes open, wondering what he came to find me for. Song Chen stood outside the door, carrying several bags of beautifully packaged gifts. With a beaming smile, I brought back some specialties from abroad. I wanted to give them to you just now, but I forgot. I came straight to the point. You came to find me for something else, right? Song Chen simply stopped pretending and sat down on the chair without being asked. I won't beat around the bush. I know during these years I was abroad, wanting, and you got very close. However, I'm back now. In the future, I will marry her and have children. I hope you can keep some distance from her. A question mark slowly appeared in my mind. Have you misunderstood something? Sister Wanning and I are just siblings. Are you finished? If you're finished, please leave. I'm going to sleep. Song Chen looked at me with a face full of anger. If it weren't for you, tonight Su Wanning and I would have successfully reunited. What exactly are you pretending for? Su Wanning likes you. Don't. Tell me you can't see it. I shook my head and said in an extremely serious tone, Sister Wanning and I are just siblings. Now and in the future. This relationship will never change. If you like Su Wanning, go chase her bravely, instead of wasting time on me, an outsider. Song Chen was left speechless by the rebuttal. He couldn't say a word for a long time. Ultimately, he left those bags of gifts and left without saying anything. After he left, I didn't have a sense of satisfaction from venting. Instead, I felt even more depressed. In my past life, just after Su Wanning and I announced our marriage, Song Chen came to find me privately. I originally thought he came to cause trouble, but surprisingly, he was extremely calm. He took out his phone and pulled up the chat history between him and Su Wanning from the day they met until now. He flipped through it page by page for me to see. From the initial politeness when they first added each other, to getting to know each other, to becoming familiar, to the first date, the first confession, becoming boyfriend and girlfriend, even though they broke up later. During the years Song Chen was abroad, they still maintained a connection that seemed friendly, but was actually ambiguous. He looked at me. The light in his eyes gradually dimmed. With a hint of pride on his face, do you see now? The person Su Wanning truly loves is me. So what if you two are married? Her heart won't be on you. She married you not because she loves you, but just out of responsibility. But at that time, I refused to believe it, thinking that cold chat records ultimately couldn't replace the person by her side day and night. But little did I know, Song Chen's words actually became a prophecy. This sleep was very unsettled. Until dawn, I was still awake. Until my sister knocked on the door outside. Didn't you say the other day you wanted to find a partner? Sister has a friend coming back from abroad today. She studied medicine, same major as you. Do you want to meet her? I suddenly perked up. Sure. Out with the old, in with the new. Right now, what can distract me is making more friends. Seeing me get up actively to wash up, my mom lamented that I've truly grown up. I gave a self-deprecating smile. Actually, it's thanks to Su Wanning. My sister's friend is very straightforward. After deciding on a meeting time, she took the initiative to ask my sister. For my contact information, I let my sister push my WeChat to her. After adding her, I found her profile picture was a British short-haired cat. I suddenly felt a sense of closeness, because my profile picture is a black cat. She told me, tomorrow we meet at a Hunan restaurant near my home. I asked in surprise, how did you know I love spicy food? It's also the restaurant I often go to. The other party replied, asked your sister. For someone who did their homework in advance, I couldn't help but feel a trace of good impression. The next day, I left home early. On the way to the appointment, Su Wanning's calls kept coming. Seeing that I wouldn't answer, she changed to sending messages. Where are you? I'm coming to find you now. Let's have a good talk. Please reply when you see the message. Okay. I don't want our relationship to become so distant. I directly set a do not disturb alert and walked into the restaurant, led by the waiter. I walked toward the seat Lin Zujian had reserved in advance. From a distance, I saw the window seat. A very good-looking woman was sitting there. I suppose that must be my sister's friend. For the first meeting, Lin Zuyan was quite thoughtful. She took out a small gift for me. It was a beautifully carved wooden music box. With a light twist of the spring, the music box made a pleasant sound. There was music, birdsong, and the sound of gurgling water. It was very cozy. Lin Zuyan looked at my delighted face and suddenly said, I made this. I made an ah sound. Didn't you study medicine? You even know how to make such little gadgets. Lin Zuyan was a bit shy, but also a bit proud. My grandfather was a carpenter. I learned it from him when I was little. I gave her a thumbs up. Full of admiration for this multi-talented girl, after chatting and eating, Lin Zuyan gave me a very comfortable feeling. When the meal was nearly over, I was already half joking with her. Giving me such a precious gift on the first meeting? I don't even know what to give. Back to you. I can't paint. And I can't sing either. Lin Zuyan was amused by me. It's fine. Let's keep meeting next time. Just count that as the gift back to me. While talking and laughing, a familiar voice suddenly sounded from behind. That voice smashed my good mood into pieces in an instant. Turning around, I saw Su Wanning appearing before me, looking haggard. Gu, do you know how hard I've been looking for you? She strode up to me and yanked me up from the chair. No wonder you didn't reply when I called and messaged. Gu, not bad. Haven't even broken up with me yet, and you're already rushing to date another woman. Su Wanning's voice wasn't loud or quiet, but it was enough to make people at nearby tables look over. I shook her off forcefully. Don't talk nonsense. Ever since you brought up breaking up at your birthday last time, I agreed to it. I am single now, and it's none of your business which woman I date. Su Wanning was completely enraged by this sentence and actually tried to lean in and kiss me in public. Fortunately, at the critical moment, a hand with distinct knuckles blocked the space between me and Su Wanning. Lin Zuyan pushed Su Wanning away without any effort and protected me behind her. Miss, if you keep this up, I will call the police to report you for sexual harassment. Su Wanning was instantly furious. Who the hell are you? I'm talking to my boyfriend. Don't block me. Saying that, Su Wanning recklessly grabbed Lin Zuyan's collar, trying to fling her to the side. Unfortunately, she wasn't as tall as Lin Zuyan and was instead pushed away by her hands. Miss, with this kind of irritable attitude, it's very hard for me to believe you are his girlfriend. Lin Zuyan's rational attitude soon gained the approval of those around her. Su Wanning saw she was no match for her, finally gave up struggling. But just as Lin Zuyan let down her guard and looked back at me, Su Wanning suddenly rose up and pounced toward Lin Zuyan. The two fell to the ground and scuffled. I expressionlessly dialed 110 to report. Then I called Song Chen as well, to tell him to take good care of his girlfriend. Unexpectedly, Song Chen on the other end replied just as coldly, from now on, anything regarding Su Wanning, do not call me again. It's impossible to get back together with her. Before I could respond, Song Chen hung up the phone. I stared at my phone with a puzzled look, not knowing what was going on. At the police station, the police gave both of them an educational lecture, and they were released soon after. Just out of the station, Su Wanning looked at me again with uncontrollable excitement. I sighed helplessly. Su Wanning, please stop harassing me. As soon as those words were said, Su Wanning explained impatiently, that day I drank too much. It was an unintentional joke. Don't take it to heart. I never thought about getting back together with Song Chen. The one I love is you. I gave a cold laugh. You keep saying you love me. Then why a secret relationship for 5 years? Keeping me in the dark. Su Wanning, the person you love isn't me, but just yourself. After speaking, I turned and left. Su Wanning wanted to chase after me, but was blocked by Lin Zuyan standing nearby. Su Wanning finally had no way out and could only stand there watching us leave. But I didn't expect that Su Wanning would turn around and announce our romance to the whole world. Early the next morning, before I even woke up, my sister banged hard on the door. By the time I opened the door, I saw Su Wanning and my sister at the door. I instinctively wanted to close the door, but was blocked by my sister. Gu, Su Wanning has confessed everything to me. Do you have nothing to explain? I snorted. I have nothing to explain. She and I are just sworn siblings. My sister continued to press, but she told me you two dated for 5 years. What exactly is going on here? Hearing this, I laughed. We dated for 5 years. Please, second sister. Do you have any evidence? Su Wanning opened her mouth but ultimately could not say anything. Dating for 5 years. She never posted a single social update about me. Even if she did, it was a photo of the three of us. Dating for 5 years, the gifts we gave each other were all about food and drink. She didn't want to leave anything substantial. For fear of being discovered, I had doubts and I felt aggrieved. She said I was still young, fearing opposition from my family, but I wasn't young anymore. I dated her since I was 18. Until now, at 23 years old, Su Wanning seemed to think of something. Don't you have photos of us in your phone? Take them out and show your sister, I sneered. I do, but the ones taken when we were alone, I have deleted them all. Only the group photos from when we were out are left. My sister, listening on the side, had already begun to doubt. She suspected Sue Wanning had a mental problem. You said you've been dating for 5 years? It's one thing if those around us don't know. But how is there not even a shred of evidence? Sue Wanning, are you sure you're dating my brother? To date someone like this, are you even human? Seeing Sue Wanning still trying to persist, my sister was already becoming impatient. Sue Wanning looked at me hurriedly. You quickly explained to your sister. I really did date you for 5 years. Have you forgotten the things I said to you? Have you forgotten that you said you love me? Listening to these words, I felt a wave of nausea. Sister, I think Sue Wanning is drunk and hasn't sobered up. Hurry and take her out. After Sue Wanning left, I blocked all of her contact information. Things had been said clearly enough. Any further entanglement would be harassment. Sue Wanning later came to my house to cause scenes a few more times, resulting in my parents finding out. They had to use a broom to drive her away. They thought it was strange. How could a fine person suddenly have mental issues? Could she be having a tiff with Song Chen and wants to use me as a replacement? Under my sister's persistent questioning, I confessed everything to her about my past 5-year relationship with Sue Wanning. After hearing it, she didn't scold me, but instead patted my head with heartache. You really are a fool. Why didn't you tell me anything? If I'd known Sue Wanning was such a jerk, I should have broken off with her long ago. You remember this? Don't stay with anyone who makes you suffer in a relationship. Cut it off cleanly. Do you understand? I nodded. After the holiday ended, I went back to the hospital to work. I heard female colleagues at the nurse station say that a new doctor had arrived in surgery. Not only was she beautiful, but she was also a top graduate from a famous medical university abroad. When I heard them say the doctor's surname was Lin, my heart skipped a beat. But I felt things couldn't be so coincidental. After all, the world is so big. Until one morning, a banner was hung at the hospital entrance and even held a welcome meeting. Only then did I find out that the newly hired doctor was indeed Lin Zhu. Amidst the applause, she saw me and gave me a smile. That smile lasted for a long time, so long that everyone couldn't help but follow her gaze to look at me. The colleague next to me nudged me. What? You two know each other? I hurriedly lied. No, today is my first time seeing Dr. Lin. As soon as those words were said, Lin Zoyan walked toward me. What a coincidence. She reached out her hand to me. Everyone was whispering. A month later, everyone in the hospital knew Lin Zoyan was chasing me. She would specifically wait for me to get off work. She would buy me late-night snacks during my night shift. Because of her feeding, I even gained 2 pounds. My relationship with Lin Zoyan became ambiguous, just short of breaking through that layer of paper. However, what I didn't expect was to see Sue Wanning again at the hospital. At that time, I hadn't seen her for over 2 months. Seeing her again, she was accompanying a guy to see a doctor. When I saw that guy's face, I was a bit surprised. The guy actually looked somewhat similar to me. Sue Wanning noticed me. She froze for a moment, then walked toward me. I squeezed through the crowd toward the elevator, wanting to stay away from her, but accidentally bumped into someone's arms. Lin Zujan didn't push me away, but instead held me even tighter. With an intimate posture, drawing looks from others, I turned my head. The elevator door was about to close. In the gradually narrowing gap, I saw Sue Wanning's lonely expression. My heart felt no ripples. Farewell, Sue Wanning. From now on, for the rest of my life, you will no longer exist in my world.